All right, locker room. I want to jump back in here and talk about one thing here that has been going around and everything, and it kind of trips me out here. You guys know by now that in the midst of probably the greatest painful day of his life, as he tumbled and tumbled and tumbled after believing he may be the first or second quarterback off the board, at worst, second off the board after Cam Ward. Somebody prank called Sheduer Sanders. And now we all know who that was. The Atlanta Falcons released a statement stating that Jack Albrecht, the son of defensive coordinator Jeff Albrecht, unintentionally came across the contact phone number for Sheduer Sanders and was behind a prank call, behind a prank call the Colorado quarterback received on Friday. Early in the week, Jack Albrecht, the 21-year-old son of defensive coordinator Jeff, unintentionally came across the draft contact phone number for Sheduer Sanders off an open iPad while visiting his parents' home and wrote the number down to later conduct a prank call. The Falcons statement read, "They don't condone this kind of behavior." Now, my thoughts when I read about this was, okay, if this was some 13-year-old kid and swiped up or either whatever, hacked up Sheduer's number and just thrown it, that's one thing. Okay, leave it at that. That's the game they're in. Prank this, prank that, everything is prank. I would let it go. There's nothing you can do. It's just and it's unfortunate for Sheduer that situation came into his already devastation, his already devastating situation, and then you add that into it, and you got to be embarrassed and all that even more in front of the world because everybody saw that prank call. Because everybody was in the midst of watching his misery. So everybody saw it. Now, I'm blown away that later on, I came back and I saw they posted them making the prank call. So they posted them making the prank call, right? I saw some. So, okay. I'm a merciful man because I told you that's why I love 88. And number 8 stands for new beginning. So I want to give everybody mercy and opportunity. But 2 things here. When I heard he was 21, that was one thing. He's 21, your dad's been around the game long enough, you know now. You got enough sense to understand now. And then, when I read this damn statement that the Atlanta Falcons put out, all of it changed. It's unacceptable. It's absolutely unacceptable. I'm not talking about the kid, about the prank and the kid pranking and all of that stuff. I'm talking about this damn statement. I know kids are into pranks. That's what they do. It's ignorant. It's stupid. People get hurt sometimes doing this, a lot of dumb stuff on it, but that's what they do. But I don't want the Atlanta Falcons to come in here and try to, I don't know what the hell you call it, released a statement stating that Jack's defensive coordinator's son unintentionally came across the contact phone number for Sheduer Sanders and was behind the prank call. I don't know how you unintentionally come across. You came across. Okay. So an iPad was left open. He can't on it. So Jack don't think my dad, whatever in there I can put out there. Jack 21, he should have enough sense to know, okay, that that I shouldn't be doing stuff like that. And if Jack did it and then didn't post it himself, I was like, let it go. And then we find it was no big deal. But then he posted. So no. You intentionally use someone's pain to try to gain damn followers. You broke the rule, and don't give me this unintentionally came across nothing. At that rate, when you post it, I'm thinking now, is there something else in that email? Okay, what else was in that email? Was any kind of collusion about the slide in that email? So he can know, oh man, Sheduer Sanders is going to slide? Oh my God, he's going to slide to the 3rd round, 4th round? Oh my God, let me take his number. And then I'm going to prank call him doing the slide. You know, right when he think they got a chance when, like, who they think he's going to? New Orleans? Mickey Loomis. I'm going to call him Mickey Loomis. Now you got, a murder one rap. That's what it becomes. A murder one rap. You know what they call that? Intentionally planned. Intentionally planned. Any intentionally planned. That's a murder one. And I'm going to tell you, this should be treated like that. And Jeff and Jack together, should be fined $100,000. I don't give a damn how they get it. I don't care if Atlanta Falcons say, all right, we understand you made a mistake and you pay it. I don't care if Jeff has to go to Jack and say, man, you got me in so much, don't do that again, I got to pay $100,000. I don't care if Jeff goes to Jack and say, Jack, for the rest of you going to pay work off this $100,000 or whatever. But you can't do anything. Because that would be wrong. So let me get this right. You would if this letter and this thing had something that said to him that he was going to have a slide, that's why he stole the number. Let me get this right. You destroy the day for the young man who had worked hard, busted his butt, worked his way up through Jackson, worked his way up through Colorado. We all come up with something. He hits the slide, and nobody's okay with that. But then this happens, and we okay with that? No. I'm as merciful as they come, and I'm just saying that is merciful. I would hit him with a $100,000 fine. You can send that to Atlanta Falcons, you can send that to Jeff, whoever, however. But you don't sit and do nothing when you know how hard you get down on players about protecting the shield. This looks horrific. Now it makes even more sense when I start thinking about when I said the other day about, did somebody get on the phone and make them make this call? Did somebody make somebody draft Sheduer? Because now, remember what I'm saying? When everybody start getting in position and everything, to start, oh, here he comes. They're about to draft. I've never seen them orchestrate cameras in position like that. I've never seen that. So now I'm wondering, did they already know that the kid had done that? And they're like, oh, we got to figure out, we got to get him drafted, because if this comes out on top of that, it's going to be a mess. If he don't get drafted, all that, it's going to sound like what I'm breaking down right now. That some shit funny went on. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Wow. There's something to that. And we need to find out what it is. Now, I don't know how anyone thinks, we got to see that whole email. I want to see what the whole email thread. I'm not talking about the email Don't send me, well, here's the email that Sheduer and his team sent to you guys recognizing that that's the number. Here's the only number that Sheduer will be reached at during the draft. I want to see the thread of emails around that, because those are the emails that told him Sheduer will be sliding. I'm just saying. I told y'all I don't believe in conspiracy, but I gotta all that conspiracy stuff, but I gotta think. And most truth, not most, all truth lines up. And this is different. Why did he take down the number for the prank call if he didn't know about a slide? He was supposed to be drafted 1 or 2. Shouldn't have been a slide, be no reason to take down the number. That's all I'm saying. All right, locker room, y'all figure this out. Or I tell y'all what, more things will come out. And we will figure it out together right here in the locker room.